Alrighty, guys, so we had a green day in the stock market today, and we're going to be breaking that down in this video. We're going to go over charts, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and of course, we're going to go over what, in my opinion, could be happening here in the short term. We're going to break down earnings reports, stocks, what I'm doing in the market. So sit back, relax, stay hydrated, guys. Cheers. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and get your 15 stocks from Moo and your 12 stocks from Webull link down below. And let's dive into the video. So let's see here. The S&P 500 ended up going up about 1.2%. We saw the Dow up 1.3, NASDAQ up 1.1 as the Russell, funny enough, it seems like everything was flipped today. The Russell only went up 0.3%. Usually the Russell outpaces the Dow, but today the Dow was on top, and it actually outpaced everything. It was the most green index of them all. Interesting day today, but overall, green all across the board. We had the VIX up as well, funny enough, 0.5%, as gold went down 0.1% and silver went up about 0.6% on the day. And you guys can see here on the 4-hour chart, what do we have? An inverse head and shoulders. We have the left shoulder, the head, right shoulder, and with today's 1.2% green day on SPY, we are now right at a key resistance at 380, which I've been talking about, guys. That's been a resistance for about a couple of weeks here. That's the high from the beginning of this month of October. So if SPY ends up breaking out of there, it already broke the 180 and the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart here. If we break 380 now, there's a wide open gap here that we could be going, filling, slowly, whether it's in a couple of weeks, couple of days, I have no idea. But overall, from 380 towards 400, 415, that could be where this could be going. Maybe it doesn't go all the way to 415. Maybe it only goes up to, let's say, 400 or maybe 395 or something like that. But overall, I just have a feeling you guys might agree with me here in the short term, at least. If 380 breaks, charts are showing more upside, at least in the very, very short term on SPY. And same thing here on Triple Q. Let's pull it up. Triple Q had a 1.1% green day, and it closed right above, ever so slightly above, the 180 SMA today. We also took the highs out from last week, it looks like. Yeah, those highs were at 276. We closed at 278. If this breaks 280 tomorrow, and ultimately, or at any point this week, honestly, and ultimately breaks out of 285, excuse me, guys, got to get some water maybe after that one. Jeez, and we're not editing this video, so make sure to hit that like button. Yeah, if this breaks 285, there could be more upside, maybe towards all the way to 315, maybe in the short term. Maybe that's where a relief rally could get us. We have big tech reporting this week. A lot of companies. It's going to be a big week. You guys already know that. If you haven't checked out my last video from yesterday, go watch that. We break down all the earnings, the estimates coming up, so make sure to go check that out. It's going to be a big week. And again, if 280, 285 breaks on this, technically, we're going to be at probably a 1-month high at that point. Yeah, multi-week high. There could be even more upside on Triple Q. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, as always, on the overall stock market here. It was a great day overall, and I only bought one thing today. I bought VXUS, which, if I pull this up, this is the Vanguard Total International Index Fund, stock market index fund, whatever the heck it's called. It's the Vanguard. It's essentially an ETF that is just international companies, right? Excluding U.S. companies. So I bought that today, a couple of shares there, nothing crazy, just averaging in. And this is what I've been doing just throughout, the past couple of months. Overall, we've seen a bear market, and I've been trying to build my international exposure. That's really what I've been focusing on for that aspect of the portfolio, which I've mentioned before. It's not a big percentage. It's about, I think, maybe 5 to 7%, something like that, international stocks. And this thing pays a nice dividend. I think about maybe over 5% at this point. Pretty nice dividend, and I'm reinvesting all those dividends, guys. Just being fully transparent there. I'm not living off these dividends, but just figure to say 4%, 5% dividend. I'm reinvesting all those. So that's what I did today. Nothing crazy, just bought some of that. And overall, when it comes to crypto, let's actually transition a little bit here and talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. we saw a little bit of red here in crypto, which is interesting. Ethereum went down about, you guys can see here, 1.2%. We saw it close around, well, not close, because it never closes. I'm so used to the stock market, guys. It's currently at 1350, down 1.2, and for all we know, it could go green in the next couple of hours. I mean, I would not be surprised at all if that ended up happening, but right now, Ethereum's pretty much still where it has been the past multiple times that we've covered it, right? It's pretty much been consolidating for the past month, right around 1250, 1350. That's where it's been, guys. Nothing is really changing. And for Bitcoin, let's see how that's looking like. I haven't checked this one in a couple of hours. Let's see. Bitcoin is, let's pull it up, 19.3. It's down 1.2%. And look at that. Lo and behold, it is consolidating as well. It's right pretty much where Ethereum's at. Not obviously the same price or whatever, but in terms of charts, the chart is consolidating. You know, it's been flat for a couple months, and really in the past couple of weeks, we've really been stuck at about 18, 18.5, 19, 19.5. You guys know, if you've been tracking crypto, you know what I mean. It's been pretty flat. Nothing much has been happening. And, you know, for once, we're seeing that. I mean, you know, if you guys take a look here, Bitcoin, if we're just looking at the price action from the past couple of months, you know, past couple of years, it's been very rocky overall, especially if we're looking in the past couple of months here, where it went from, well, it's been more than that, more like a year, where it went from 70K to about 17, which was in the middle of June. So essentially, it got destroyed in 7 months, the first 7 months of the year. And now, ever since, you know, June up until now, and who knows, maybe for the rest of the year, we'll see. It's been pretty flat. It's been cooling off, which honestly, that's not that bad. That's not that bad of a thing. You know, maybe, you know, there's less money to be made trading this because the swings aren't as crazy. But I guess for Bitcoin, Ethereum, it's a good sign that at least it's holding, especially Bitcoin here, it's holding the highs from 2017. You know, that's where it's been holding for the past 3-4 months. That's a good sign, I'd say, but let's see. We'll see what direction looks like moving forward here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, guys, do you own Bitcoin? Do you own Ethereum? And if you want some free stocks from Webull, this platform right here, use my link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Webull. Deposit any amount of money and you get 12 stocks. And it also helps out the channel. It's a win-win. Get your free money, link down below, guys. And with that being said, let's jump back over here to ThinkOrSwim and talk about some stocks. We obviously saw what happened with Tesla today, with the Chinese stocks today. That's the big elephant in the room, which we talked about already. I covered that in my other videos from earlier. Go check those out. We're not going to talk about Tesla or the Chinese stocks in this video, but we are going to break down an earnings report. Let's see if this company reported. It's DFS, which is Discover Financial. Guys, you probably have heard of it. This company looks like it reported, because I can tell, because it is down $3 after the bell. Look at this. Closed at 95.86, up 1.2%. Not too bad of a day, right, guys? And here after the bell, it is down $3, like I said, which is a 3.5 roughly percent drop here. And if I pull up this 4-hour chart again, clearly DFS has been in a downtrend. There's no denying that. You can see clearly it's been in one, and with today's earnings report, it's still in one. Nothing really is changing. In fact, we actually got now with this dump after the bell, which will maybe continue. We clearly got rejected at the 180 SMA here, 4-hour chart, which is right around $99 to $100 a share. Keep that in mind. So let's see. They ended up doing about, let's see, 80, not 80 billion. That'd be insane. That was their credit card loans. Ended with credit card loans of 83.6 billion for the quarter, Q3. Let's see what revenue was. 8.48 billion in revenue versus the 3.48 rather. I'm reading my numbers wrong today, guys. 3.48 billion versus 3.37. That beat, and they ended up doing EPS of $3.54 versus $3.73 estimated, which missed. So they beat revenue, missed EPS, and again, like I said, 83 million. The credit card loan, or billion in credit card loans, ended with total loans of 104 billion. Let's see here. Book value per share, $52.29. Let's see. Did I see anything about the dividend? Let's see here. Maybe not. Maybe I read that wrong. But overall, they missed EPS, beat on revenue, and again, the stock is clearly in a downtrend, so be mindful of that. And I'm not sure about, the fundamentals of this company in terms of, is it undervalued, overvalued? What's the balance sheet looking like? All the numbers. I haven't done that much research into it, but technically, it does not look good. And for me to trade this, to get into it as a swing trade, let's say, for example, on the long side, right? For a couple months, I'd need to see a break of a trend or, a shift in direction, which we're not getting at all as of now. But this company, we might be seeing it soon. Maybe this week, maybe next week. Who knows? And this company is Adobe, ADB. Look, Adobe, guys, is slowly running away from us. It was at 275. Now it's at 315. It is up 18%. And at this point, it's at a point where it might start breaking out. If we take out the 180 SMA here at 315, where we are, no joke, literally right now, if that point breaks, we might fill the gap to 340. If 340 breaks, 370 is the next gap to fill here. And if that were to break, which I don't want to get ahead of myself, guys, because again, we're not even breaking out yet. I mean, we had a great day, 3.2% green day today, which is awesome, but it's not breaking out of the 180 SMA yet. But if it does, 340 goes to 370, 375, breaks that. This could be back to 400 in no time. But again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, let's set an alert at 300. I'm going to do it at least. You guys do what you want. Follow along, or with the alert. Don't buy, don't sell, don't do anything based on this video. But if you want to just track the alerts that I'm putting up here, 317 on Adobe. Let's put that. Mark is at or above. If that breaks, 340 again could be the target. I might as well put another one there at 340. If that breaks again, we could be going even higher than that. But let's play it easy now. Step by step, baby steps here. Let's see how it goes these next couple of days. But Adobe's looking pretty good. It could be reversing here in the short term. And another one here that we called out multiple times over the past couple of weeks, which is breaking out now, it is Humana, ticker symbol HUM. This one up 2.2% today, up $11 a share on the day. And it closed at 520, and look at that. Did we not call out this ascending triangle, guys? Look at that. We were calling out the breakout above 508, 510, and today we got that explosion of 525. And to be honest, this could be going even higher. Now that we got the breakout rocking and rolling, this momentum, who knows? It could take us to the mid-500s. We have earnings coming up on this company on the 2nd of November, which is not this week, but I believe the start of next week. So keep that in mind. Humana, HUM is the ticker, breaking out. It could continue. We shall see, guys. You got to watch it. Another one is Chewy, CHWY. Let's pull it up. We called this out multiple times last week. This week up 2.2% so far on the day. Well, the market closed right now, but it's up 2.2 on the week so far, rather. And you can see, guys, inverse head and shoulders, right? We've been calling these out left and right lately, and they're playing out. A lot of them are playing out. And this one is right on the brinks, on the verge of breaking out. If it breaks $39, which, mind you, it closed at $38.20, 2.2% green day. If it breaks 39, we have some upside. Maybe it doesn't go all the way to 50. That might be a little bit of a stretched goal in the short term, or a target in the short term. But if it breaks 39, could it go to the low mid 40s? You bet your what it could. You guys can see here, this thing peaked at about $45 back in the end of July. We might go to that point, struggle a little bit, then start breaking back up, go to 50. There could be some upside, more upside here here on Chewy, guys. I'm telling you, and there we go. I'm choking on the video again. Cheers, by the way, guys. Again, stay hydrated. Hit that like button. So, yeah, Chewy's looking good. 2.2% green day. Watch out for it. $39 is my alert. And for energy stocks, let's pull up some energy stocks. And by the way, guys, crude oil today was flat, 0.3%. It was a little red day, but pretty flat, nothing crazy. And we talked about the metals in the intro. Gold is pretty much flat, down 0.1% right now. We have silver up a little bit, nothing crazy considering. I mean, silver, have you guys seen these moves? One day it's up 8, 9%, up 3.5% another day, then it's down 5%. I mean, these moves in silver have been insane. So a 0.5% green day, really, at the end of the day, for what we've been seeing, is not much at all, in my opinion. But overall, Silver, decently flat today. Same with gold and crude oil. Nothing going on there. But some of these energy stocks are starting to pop. We have Exxon, which I talked about over the weekend in my video. This one up even more today. It's starting to push even more here above $104-ish a share today. It went up 74 cents, up about 0.7%. And we're at a high. We hit a high today, $107.68. And if I pull up this max chart, you guys are going to see, and we've talked about this before, but I'll tell you again right now, Exxon broke out with today's move, and I think on Friday as well. But either way, with today's move, it broke 104, 105, which was that high from the middle of 2014, middle end of 2014, August to be exact, which is crazy. We're starting to move past that point, and now we're getting to a point where, Exxon's getting to the all-time high. And it's crazy how sick of a dip by these energy stocks were. I mean, holy smokes. Looking back here, look at Exxon, guys. It was at $31 a share. And not to toot my own horn, but I was buying Exxon, not at 30. I'm not going to BS you guys and be like, oh, yeah, I bought the bottom, guys. Yeah, I bought the bottom on Exxon. But I was buying in the mid-high 40s and the 50s. And the thing is, I sold out. That's the thing. With investing, especially trading, you don't know where things are going to go in the short term, especially in the short term, let alone, the long term. Either way, right? You don't know. The future is unknown. And in that case, I sold too early. But hey, this is one that the dip was sick. These stocks were getting oversold like no other. And, they were just dirt cheap. And now look at them. Exxon went from 33 to 106. It probably, in my opinion, is going to take that all-time high out. If I had to guess, we're going all-time highs on Exxon. That's my take. And I've been saying that. I've been calling this breakout the past couple of weeks, past couple of videos especially, right? So Exxon's looking good, solid. Watch out for that move. And by the way, guys, please do your own research. I can't say that enough. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just breaking down stocks here on YouTube, guys. So please do your own research. Devon Energy is another one that's starting to break, which in the short term, this one's looking pretty sweet. It's taken out 74.5-ish dollars. Today it went up another 1.3%, 95 cents. And at this point, I feel like, boom, short term, we're going to be going to the 80s, low 80s. Forget the 80s, guys. Actually, in the short term, we're going to be going to the high 70s, which was the high from a couple months ago. Then if we break that, low, mid-80s, who knows from there where it's going to go. But overall, Devon Energy, DVN, you got to watch it. Earnings coming up here on the 2nd. That's next week, early next week. And MRO is also starting to break. Let's pull it up. MRO went up 1.1% today. And look at that. We broke out of a resistance here, not only from, a couple days ago, earlier this month, but also from the beginning of May, middle of May, right around $28.9-ish dollars. If this thing breaks 30, guys, I mean, look, what is this chart telling you? Because I know what it's telling me. This thing probably could be going to the mid-30s, low mid-30s, at least $33, $32, which was the high from the beginning of June of this year. So MRO, you got to watch it, and we also have to watch Big Tech. I cannot say this enough. We have Big Tech reporting earnings this week, which I covered all the specifics in terms of estimates, EPS, and revenue in my video from yesterday, so go check that out. But to see quickly how they did today, these 5 companies, before we wrap the video up. And by the way, if you guys stuck till the end, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you all, as always. Let's see. Apple today, and by the way, I mean, we had a green day overall, so today a lot of these big tech stocks did pretty well. So Apple today went up 1.5%, inverse head and shoulders, the whole 9 yards, above the moving averages. And at this point, we closed above the 180 today, broke and closed above it, which is good. And at this point, next target in the short term, this could hit before earnings for all we know, mid-high 150s, 157. Then if that were to break, 165 is what I'm seeing next here. That could be where the right shoulder in this pattern completes. We had Amazon today. Let's pull it up 0.4%. And look at that. Guess what? We also have an inverse head and shoulders on Amazon. And it tried to break the 180 SMA on the 4-hour. It failed to do that. and we're probably going to be retesting that at some point tomorrow, at some point this week for sure. And if it does break somehow above 122, which is possible, hey, there could be a lot more upside in the short term on Amazon. Let's see how Meta did today. I didn't really look at Meta much today. It had a red day. Wow, look at that. 129 is where it closed at, right under 130. Went down 0.2%, nothing crazy. And clearly, like we've all known, no one's surprised looking at this, Meta has been in a downtrend. Still in a downtrend, guys, with earnings coming up on Wednesday or what? Wednesday or Thursday? On Wednesday, yeah, the 26th, after the bell, after the market closes. Let's see what my favorite stock out of the bunch here did. Google Alphabet today had a great day, 1.5%, closed at 103, and it's starting to slowly move, guys, away from that 95 marker. I'm not saying it's fully breaking out yet because it's not, but if we see good earnings from Alphabet, if they crush tomorrow after the bell, you might see a rip towards at least, I'm not saying 130 or 40 or anything crazy like that, but you might see this thing take off to the 110, 12 mark, maybe 108. That's right around the highs from the middle of September. So all I'm saying is keep your eyes on those earnings after the bell. We have Google. I think they're reporting the first out of all these big tech names. Most of them are on Wednesday, Thursday. Is Microsoft on Tuesday? Yeah, I think they're tomorrow as well. Let me double check here, guys. Microsoft was or is on the 25th, yeah, that's tomorrow after the bell, and they're about to break out. Look at that. Looks like they're about to break out. My alert's at 250. We have an inverse head and shoulders. We close above both moving averages. We're about to test the high also from the beginning of this month. If 250 breaks, I think Microsoft takes off. If earnings are strong, we might have a move towards 265.70. That could be about 5-6%. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments as always, and I'm going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, and if you want to get all my alerts, morning videos, call outs, check that out. It is on the Patreon link down below, and don't forget to get your 15 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Go watch my Tesla video, my China video from earlier. I'll see you there, guys. Peace out.